All right, what's going on, guys? It's Trader here, and you're watching another film breakdown over at HawgBeat.com. Today, we're going to be taking a look at one of Arkansas's newest offers in the 2024 class, a huge target at the quarterback position, in-state kid, and that's Walker White out of Little Rock Christian. You might have heard the name. We'll get into more about why he seems like such an important fit for what Arkansas has going on a little bit later on. But before we do get into that, make sure you guys do leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content just like this. We have these film breakdowns coming up every single week, as well as press conferences, pregame, postgame, full episodes of both the Hog Beat Hour and the Diamond Hogs podcast, as well as Know the Foe with Andrew Hutchinson. Some great content that he puts out, especially during football season, but you'll probably see some of it with baseball season coming up, the regionals, the super regionals, and hopefully, if you're an Arkansas fan, the College World Series, where you can get a look at who the Omaha Hogs are going to be taking on, who the Diamond Hogs are going to be going up against every matchup. As well as going over to the HawgBeat.com website and checking out our written content over there. Myself, Andrew Hutchinson, Mason Choate, Pete D'Alessandro, Jackson Collier, the whole team at HawgBeat puts out great stuff all the time. And a lot of it is free, but if you want to see that premium content, really know everything that's going on within Razorback Athletics, as well as access to our premium message boards, you can go subscribe over there. And if you're a college student, you can get that deal, which is usually about $100 value, for just $11.95 for a full year subscription to HawgBeat.com. And all you have to do to get that is use your .edu email address and email Andrew Hutchinson 413 at gmail.com. Once again, do that with your school email address and you'll get a full year of HawgBeat coverage for $11.95. It's something like 3 cents a day. You can't beat that deal. You're not going to find that anywhere else. And HawgBeat does have the best coverage of Razorback athletics you're going to find. So make sure you do that. And without further ado, let's get into this film breakdown of Walker White. All right, so like I said, we're going to be taking a look at Little Rock Christian quarterback Walker White, really highly sought after player in that 2024 class. And his Arkansas offer came, believe it or not, earlier than expected. It's kind of been a foregone conclusion for a while that White would be offered by the Razorbacks, given that, he is a Rivals 250 player, ranked, I believe, 147 in the country by Rivals, as well as holding a number of Power 5 offers, has picked up even more since that Arkansas offer rolled in. And also that he has a family history of Arkansas Razorbacks. Great-grandfather, grandfather, uncle, and older brother all played for the football team, as well as his dad and his other brother playing for different sports at the University of Arkansas. It kind of seems like a foregone conclusion that the team would at least offer. And Andrew Hutchinson has a great story up about how this offer came to be over at HawgBeat. But essentially, the offer kind of came early. The staff said, hey, we want to see you at camp this summer, and then we'll likely go ahead and offer you then. But we do want to wait a little bit. And one day after going to Little Rock Central, he said he got a call and got the offer kind of unexpectedly. So really interesting story there. Definitely go check it out. As far as his play style goes, I'm very excited to watch his film because I haven't yet gotten to take a look at it, but I've heard great things. I've seen great things from other outlets. And despite his being listed as a pro style quarterback by Rivals, I've heard that he should be moved to a dual threat category, and he'll say as much, that he believes that he can make any throw on the field. And that's an important trait to have in your quarterback, but also that he knows when he has to tuck it and run. So I'm going to be looking for that dual threat ability here, as well as, just the arm strength that, if he says he can make every throw on the field, you do want to see that. I'm really excited to get into this. So without further ado, let's go ahead and check it out. Finds him wide open, puts him in stride, right in the basket. Not great camera work there, but able to put it on the back shoulder down the sideline. Great throw there. Make sure his receiver can go up and get it. Beautifully thrown fade. Finds his man in the seam. Good drop back, good pocket awareness, able to scramble outside the pocket, throws on the run, hits him. Another one of those back shoulder fades to the end zone, ends up putting his receiver to where he has to fall over the pylon for the touchdown there. Gets it past the defender on the slant, able to get a couple extra yards, lead his receiver into it. That's what you're seeing a lot here is you're not seeing any balls that are underthrown and forcing his receivers to come back and lose their momentum. He's maximizing the yardage on all these by putting the ball in the right spot. Eyes downfield the whole time, able to check down, find his man. Once again, another beautifully thrown fade right over the defender. That one probably, I mean, the play stops, but I would assume that one went for a couple extra yards. Makes something out of nothing, able to find over wide open receiver despite the all-out blitz there. Once again, pocket presence, beautiful, splits the defenders, and then fires a perfect ball downfield on the run. You can't ask for much more than that. Hits him again right where you want that ball, up the seam. Lowers his shoulder, and he's running through folks. Able to drag the defender down inside the 10. Beautiful run there. Steps up in the pocket, finds a wide open man again. Tucks it. Like I said earlier, this kid, a lot of people think that he should be a dual threat, and I haven't quite gotten the chance to look at what the other outlets have him as, but if he can tuck the ball and run like that, then it doesn't really matter what the recruiting services rank you as. That's a huge asset to an offense at the college level, especially the way the game's moving. That one a little bit behind, but it works to his receiver's benefit because he's able to kind of stop back and pick up a couple extra yards there. Takes that one about 10. It's what you're seeing on a lot of these. The throws are right on the money. Even that one that was behind him, you could argue that he was putting that there just because it saved his receiver from getting popped going across the field. That one looks like a design quarterback run. He's able to take it and break it outside. Jump ball fade again. Firing a dart there. Puts it up high enough to where his man can get it. And a great catch by the receiver as well. You like to see the coach calling a lot of these designed quarterback runs as well. It's not dominating the offense, but it is providing another thing for the defense to look out for, and you have to game plan for it, especially if you've got someone who's as physical of a runner as White appears to be here. Fighting for every extra yard there. Took a big hit at the end of that play as well. Just really impressive effort out of this kid, and that's a beautiful ball. You could tell before it even got in there. Another design quarterback run there, gets to the outside, able to make a man miss and keep going. Despite the fact that he's running physical, it doesn't seem like he's taking many unnecessary hits, which is another important thing as you move into this next stage of college football where it's more about dual threat ability and the ability to pose a threat. Another perfect ball there. Just hits his man in stride, and that's a touchdown. Finds the tight end up the seam. Not quite quick enough. It doesn't look like to take it to the end zone, but all right. After looking at White's sophomore season highlights, I think it's pretty clear why he's got the offers that he does and why he's continuing to pick up steam in his recruitment, why he's a top 150 player in the country rated by Rivals. You just see that he has that arm strength. Like he said before in that article with Hutch, he believes he can make every throw on the field, and we saw in that tape that he can back that up. And not all those throws are going to always be as open as they are, but you're finding the spots where he's hitting his guys in stride, hitting them where the ball should be in order to maximize the production on those plays. I think that's a huge deal if you're a quarterback. And also he provides that dual threat ability that, even if he's not rated as a dual threat quarterback and he's listed as a pro style, you still see the competency in running the ball that provides another facet of the game for the offense to have to look at, and especially following up a guy like KJ Jefferson, like Malachi Singleton, like Malik Hornsby. This offense has that dual threat potential, and it has to for it to work the way that Sam Pittman and Kendall Briles are looking for it to run. So I think this would be a huge pickup for Arkansas. Expect the Hogs to be very high on Walker White until the day that he commits to his future college. And right now, I would say Arkansas probably just has to lead based on the family connections, based on the proximity to home, being an Arkansas kid. But there are going to be some big time players coming into this recruitment later on, and I don't doubt that at all. But I do think if Arkansas is able to continue to provide what it's done the last couple of years, which is more hope for the state of Arkansas and even more important, production on the field, if they can provide those two things, then I think they have to stand in a pretty good place with the rivals 250 4-star from Little Rock Christian. That is going to wrap up my film breakdown of Walker White. Once again, 2024 quarterback, in-state target, 5.8 4-star, rated the 147th player in the country by Rivals. Great stuff. And I'm really looking forward to following the rest of his recruitment and hopefully getting to a game down in Little Rock this season to get some highlights, which will be posted on this YouTube. So if you want to see those and all that content that I brought up before, film breakdowns every week, full episodes of podcasts, press conferences, when we get into the football season, I'll have the recruit highlights up there as well. It's just basically everything you need. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and that like button. Take advantage of that deal if you're a college student. I promise you, you won't regret it. You get access to my premium content, Hutch's premium content, Jackson's premium content, all the premium content on the site, as well as our message boards, which are basically Twitter, but just for Arkansas football. And you get inside scoops there, a ton of good stuff, just interacting with Razorback fans. So make sure you do that. Subscribe, like, go check out HawgBeat.com for all the stuff we have going on over there. And I'll see you next time. I'm Alex Trader.